If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. As we near the end of August and head to September, things are really going to ramp up. I'm trying to prepare myself mentally to be prepared for the things that are about to go down. It kind of feels like a quiet time, right? You can feel the calm coming before the storm. Remember when Trump once said that? It's the calm before the storm that's coming.
Thank you very much, everybody.
From the Oval Office tonight, President Trump with a wink and a tease.
Thank you very much. You'll find out.
Revealing no new details about the meaning of this cryptic comment during a reception with military leaders and their spouses Thursday night.
You guys know what this represents?
Tell us, sir.
I don't know, maybe it's the calm before the storm.
What's the storm?
Could be the calm before the storm.
What storm, Mr. President?
You'll find out.
Well, the storm has hit in 2020, but it hasn't even come close to peaking yet. Because the things that are going to occur in the next few months are going to psychologically rattle and manipulate the masses out there. For starters, obviously, we have the election, which is really a selection. It's not a real election. This is not a republic. And I want to start by talking about Barry Obama, as well as Kamala. No, not the wrestler Kamala. Kamala Harris, the vice president you can see here. Look at the logo. I mean, this just shows you what is to come. Look at the logo that they use here at the Democratic National Convention. Right? If you follow this channel, you know that I talk about signs and symbols. Lots of people talk about different things that are going on as far as conspiracies go or things like that. There's no conspiracy behind these signs and symbols. They're there. They're in front of our faces. They're there for a reason. Look at the upside down Baphomet pentagram right in the D. I mean, it's hilarious, right? And it's D to America. Might as well say devil to America. But that's a coincidence, right? The guy who made it, he said, hey, we're going to put a star in it, just like we have stars and stripes on the flag, right? This country that has adopted pretty much the satanic Luciferian doctrine as its own, as this science experiment, which once was the beginning of America, has now pretty much been completed, where everybody is living the Aleister Crowley do without wilt mindset, except, of course, for Christians. We're not even allowed to speak, but that's another story for another day. So they have the pentagram right in front of our faces. But Obama speaks yesterday and talks about how we're in the dire warning about the democracy.
To help anyone but himself and his friends. No interest in treating the presidency as anything but one more reality show that he can use to get the attention he craves. Donald Trump hasn't grown into the job because he can't. And the consequences of that failure are severe. 170,000 Americans dead. Millions of jobs gone, while those at the top take in more than ever. Our worst impulses unleashed, our proud reputation around the world badly diminished, and our democratic institutions threatened like never before.
You all look great. The end of the republic has never looked better.
He's talking about how the end of the democracy, how we're in this is dire times right now. And of course, they pretend they want to empower the people. Remember, they want you to think you're empowered, because then they can blame the people. Then the people don't look and say, hey, these people are controlling us and ruling over us and manipulating us. They want you to always believe that it's freedom. And like I've said a million times, that's why there's the illusion of freedom. All these same corporations own these news media outlets, all these same corporations own all the food that's made. Do you think there's a difference between, the Cheerios on the top shelf versus the bottom shelf? The same guy owns it. It's the same thing, same chemicals, same crap, but they want you to pick one or the other because they want you to have the illusion that this is a free republic. Obama himself has even said, and I'm sure, people out there will go, well, he was just joking, that the end of the republic has never looked better. They've been talking about the end of this republic, and now they are hinting at what is to come. Now, this is going to be a headache to deal with the next few months. Those of us who were awake and know that there is no right or left. There's actually idiots who comment on my videos who think that I'm a Trump supporter or a QAnon supporter. I don't believe that this is a republic. These people are nothing but actors. Their job is to manipulate you. It is a psychological operation being run on you, the people, by these clowns in suits. But people put so much energy into it, they think that their vote actually counts, especially the younger generations, which are completely dumbed down beyond belief, into thinking that all this stuff is real and that they're making a difference and the youth is making a change. Because these are the ones who are going to want the vaccine mandatory. These are the ones who are going to want to take the mark. These are the ones who are so hypocritical. They want equal rights and all this stuff for everyone, even though it already exists. But then they want people like me thrown in a jail cell, or if they say it's dangerous for me to speak against a vaccine, or it's dangerous for me to speak against LGBT, you're not allowed to have a difference of opinion with them, or you're a criminal. This is where it's going to get dangerous right here, because we have all of this stuff going on at the same time. We haven't seen the riots recently, right? And we haven't seen those events involving, what do they call those weapons that people carry? The Second Amendment. We haven't seen those. We haven't heard too much yabbering about the C-19, although obviously they're still continuing to just push it. But it's the quiet period. And now it's all going to ramp up. You can expect protests, chaos. This is going to be the event that stirs it. There's going to be conspiracies about your vote, your mail-in vote. Oh, they're going to cheat the election. All these people put all their energy into something that doesn't exist. It's like being in an actual soap opera. These people get sucked into it, and they buy into it, and they think it's real, and then they think they're getting screwed over because so-and-so's, they're cheating the vote, they're cheating the system. None of these people are here for you. Obama's not here for you. Trump's not here for you. The next thing that's going to come is this wave now. This wave of people pushing for change and getting rid of Trump. And look, I'm not going to sit here. I mean, you get a 50-50 choice, right? You can pick who you think's going to win. Either way, they have a plan in place. It makes more sense for Trump to win and them to scream conspiracy and them to scream and riot and cause chaos in the streets, which is what they want, more order out of chaos for us. Now, we've already heard Trump talk about how they're going to bring in the military to distribute the vax when it's ready. These are all things that are coming in the fall. They've warned us with predictive programming and sigil magic. How many times have we heard them say, oh boy, the fall's going to be scary. The fall's going to be scary. There could be a big outbreak in the fall. Big outbreak in the fall. They've already told us that this is all going to come. There's going to be more censorship that's put in place on people such as myself and many others out there who try to wake up the sleeping zombies. Most of the sleeping zombies don't want to listen. They don't care. They'd rather be enslaved in this. They'd rather, believe in hope and believe in a man like Trump or like Biden. Meanwhile, they roll Obama out here like he's the Antichrist, like literally the figure who's going to bring peace and hope. That's the twist that's involved in all this. Who knows what's to come? But Obama just still lingering around. 5 years ago when I started my channel, I thought Obama was going to do something to stay in office because it just smelt like that. But he's still managing to stay right in the public eye. He's still everyone clamors for Obama. I covered this right after Trump was put into office, where at Saturday Night Live, all these shows were doing skits begging for Obama, begging for Obama. It was predictive programming then, and you're starting to hear that again now, where people are saying, oh, I wish Obama would be in office again. He's such a good speaker. He's so elegant. He cares about everyone. He's going to bring hope and love to the world. So he's a key figure to watch during the next couple of months. Obviously, Biden was his fake vice president. Obviously, we know all the stuff with Biden and the creepiness, which I've covered a million times, and his support of Zionism, just tons of stuff that we really can't even show or talk about anymore on YouTube. But there's also those lingering stories out there of people making accusations against him. And don't be surprised if that comes into play as well. So get ready, because it's about to hit the fan in the next couple. I mean, it's going to pretty much start, I'd say, the beginning of September, maybe even the end of next week, where they're going to start ramping this up. You have the conventions. Remember, it's been quiet. We haven't had any events involving rifles or anything like that. Automatics, let's call them, because you can't say the word because of the algorithm. We haven't had events like that, right? The BLM movement has calmed, but now people are going to be gathering, right? We're going to see, oh, they're at these conventions. The Republicans are having people show up. The Democrats aren't. And, oh, there's a big spread now, another spread, another outbreak. More and more restrictions are going to be passed in certain states. Now you have to wear eye goggles. I mean, the stuff that's going to come is pretty unbelievable, because they've seen no pushback from the American people. None. So why would they take their foot off the pedal? Why would they? They've watched the country just go, okay, I'll wear a mask. People are running out the door, like I said the other day. They're thinking, I got to grab my keys, my phone, and my mask. It's become so normal for them now. Whereas in February, it was like, what? I'm not wearing a mask. Now everybody's got the mask, and no one's even complaining about wearing the mask. They've normalized it that quickly. And it's just going to continue to ramp up. So keep an eye on what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks here. But expect the circus to just become more and more agitating, the stress to become more and more just draining on everybody who is awake and has to see this stuff and watch our brothers and sisters, or I guess we'll just call them zombies out there, buying into this, talking about it, regurgitating what they hear on TV. They're all locked in their homes. They're watching more TV than ever. And they're all in on this storyline. I've never seen so many people so into this bogus left versus right thing in my life. And I've been around a while. It's scary. I want to remind everyone, please check out my website at callfornuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. If you haven't checked it out, you should. It's a great place, great community. You can interact with others, share your videos, share your stories, make friends over there, talk to like-minded people. I want to thank the Patreons again. Because of you, it keeps this channel going here on YouTube. And I want to thank everyone out there again who watches commercials, thumbs up the videos, or just shows support. I appreciate all of you greatly. You're the best subscriber base out there. Get ready, because it's coming. Thank you again for listening. God bless all of you and your families.